But first, let's go back to the kid thing. Kids are back in class around the valley, back at their desks, back to more structured lessons with their teachers, but then they come home, and when they finish their homework and that's done, then what? Well, we have learned about a new program that focuses on art rather than the traditional after-school things, which include athletics. And Katrina Goldberg with Abrakadoodle. It's a fun name, fun word to say, Abrakadoodle. You're with a Valley program here that's new in town. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having me on the show. So Abrakadoodle, we are a children's art education program that's designed for children 20 months through 12 years.
But it's not just crafts.
No, every lesson that we do has an educational component, whether it be learning about a new technique or an artist, a master artist or a contemporary artist. And I've brought a project for us to do today that viewers can also do at home.
With their kids.
With their kids.
Or grandkids, whatever the case may be.
Yes, absolutely. So the first thing you'll need is some watercolor paper. And then some Crayola watercolor paints.
All right.
Some water, some glue, and some scissors. And this lesson focuses on landscape. So when you look out into the landscape, you see different colors in the sky, different colors on the earth, and it's divided by a horizon line. So the first thing we'll do is take the scissors and cut a horizon line across your paper.
It may not necessarily be straight then.
It may not.
Okay.
If you like mountains, you might do
rolling.
Rolling. That sounds nice. And
while we're doing this, let me ask you, how do you teach the lessons with a 20-month-old? It seems like that, my goodness, that seems very young to me.
It's very young, and it's one of our most exciting classes. The kids are being exposed to the materials for the first time. They learn how to use the paint, and we show them different ways that they can apply the paint using maybe a ball or a sponge. We show them pictures in books, and they make a painting with their parent. The 20-month class.
It sounds like it's laying down the foundation, just so that you're encouraging them to appreciate art.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, and then our mini doodler class, we would be learning about how to use materials as well, but it also develops their fine motor skills.
Am I doing my horizon now? Kind of mix some colors maybe?
Yes, and maybe in your sky, choose 2 colors and try to blend them together, and same with your land. So one of the things we do in the mini doodler class is we go outside and we look at the sky and see what colors we see. We never just see one color, and then we use our paints and we blend. If you're doing this at home with a 3-year-old or 4-year-old, you might want to practice dipping in the watercolor and then rinsing off your brush. That's one of the things that the youngest kids are just learning to do, is how to use the materials.
Why do you feel like, I mean, these are lessons beyond what we can do at home, and also I guess they're not getting them in school as regularly anymore, right?
Well, it depends on the school, but research has shown that children who are exposed to art in after-school programs benefit. It develops their vocabulary and their ability to problem solve. So there's a lot of skills that kids develop in art programs that they might not be getting during their school day.
And I just like the fact that it keeps their brains moving, and they're not, you know, sitting in front of the TV watching, you know, or playing games. And I bet you have boys in there too.
Yes, we have boys and girls in our classes, and what kids do in Abrakadoodle class is they come together with the teacher, they learn about a technique or an artist, and the teacher models what they're going to be doing, just like we did here. And then the kids go to tables, and they're free to use the materials and create their own original art. So what you get when everyone's finished is artwork that's all different. And then we come back together as a group
and talk about the art concept.
Yes, we have a gallery time. And for some kids, it's their first experience speaking in front of a group. So this is the project that we've made that was made by a 11-year-old.
Let's see. Wow, that's much more impressive than mine's going to be.
It's different. And this is a landscape. I did not tell him or any of the kids, your earth can be water.
Do you learn about artists who you know, are particularly good at landscape pieces and that kind of thing? Are you also learning about artists as well, or is it mainly the techniques that you're learning?
Yes, we learn techniques. We also learn about artists, and we have many different materials that we use in our classes. We have a partnership with Crayola, so we have wonderful materials. One in particular, one of our lessons is made using model magic, which is like a clay compound, and you'll just glue one piece to the top and one piece to the bottom. And it's also using fabric, and the kids make little finger puppets. And that lesson is inspired by Jim Henson, the puppet maker.
Oh, we all know him.
Yes, and some of the younger kids, they don't yet. So it's a wonderful way for them to be exposed.
Where are you located?
We have classes offered at the Scottsdale Education Center in Scottsdale on Bell that anyone can go and sign up for. If you live in DC Ranch, you can take classes in our DC Ranch community centers. We also have classes running at Camelback Desert School and Katrina Country Day.
Ta-da!
Oh, that looks beautiful.
There's my artwork.
And the last thing we need, we could glue that on. You can put this on the front or back. We label all of the children's projects. It tells what was learned in class that day, their name, their date, and our website, so parents know exactly what new knowledge was learned.
And to think a 33-year-old woman did that.
That looks beautiful.
How utterly unimpressive.
Put it next to our 11-year-olds.
I know.
My example.
It looks like I need a couple Abrakadoodle classes.
Well, I think it's beautiful. And look at how different your art is. And
I think my sky's a little too green, but that's all right.
That's all right. There's no wrong in art.
There absolutely isn't.
There's no wrong in art.
Great opportunities for moms.
Did you have fun?
I did have fun.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for having me on the show. I brought this mug for you.
Oh, I will use it with honor, and I will place it right next to my green sky.
Wonderful.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Abrakadoodle.com, a little bit more information.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, coming up, online auctions are a good place to get some good deals, but there are also some pitfalls that we've become aware of. We're going to expose a couple scams that you need to know about. Coming up next, right here on Sonoran Living Live.